All right, it looks like we are finally on. Um, we're going to go ahead and get this thing started within the next 3 or 4 minutes. I apologize to everyone who was thinking it was going to be starting at 7. I thought it was going to start at 7 as well, but we ran into some technical difficulties, which is all good. But we're going to go ahead and get this started in around 3 or 4 minutes. All right, guys, we're going to get started here in another 2 minutes or so. Thank you all for being on. Just getting some final touches, making sure everybody has a chance to go ahead and hop on here. Appreciate every single one of you that are on this. We will be live. We are live. We're going to be starting here really soon. All right, guys, probably another minute here, and then we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. All of you that are just hopping on here, welcome to the webinar. So happy you guys can be on here. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started within the next 30 seconds to a minute. All right, guys. Well, welcome to the webinar. So happy you could join us on this Sunday night. It is 7:30 Pacific time. It is 10:30 Eastern time. So for all you guys on the East Coast, thank you for being on here. There's a lot of other things that you guys could be doing. But you decided to, kind of what your friend, whoever got you on this webinar, has to offer. Before we get started, I really encourage you guys to keep an open mind throughout this entire opportunity. And, there's a lot of different things we're going to be talking about. But first, to kind of kick this thing off, I'm going to go ahead and play a short video with you guys.
They're looking for...
Student loan debt in this country is now bigger than credit card debt. For the first time ever, millions of young Americans up to their eyeballs in school loans and desperate for a way out.
People with so much debt outstanding, and they're looking for a way to manage it, a shortcut to try to pay it off. What do you think about when you envision your future?
How can you deny that the economy is only working for a few right now?
Do we actually have a chance, a shot, a vehicle, an opportunity to create time and money freedom? When will it be possible to wake up when we're done sleeping? Do we what we want, when we want, as much as we want, with whom we want, and being truly happy? We all want the same things in life. Think about it. We all want love and happiness. We don't want to have to worry about student loans, expensive rent, being strapped financially. What's happened with our current society isn't just awful, it has turned into a total tragedy. Most baby boomers aren't able to retire. Most students aren't able to find jobs upon graduation. 3% of the population owns 96% of all the money. So what is it that these 3% do? They think, talk, and go about business a bit different. There are people, normal people, just like you, out there doing it, finding new ways to achieve freedom and live life on their own terms. The time for you to change everything is right here, right now. The bottom line is that the problems have been written, and now it's up to us to erase them. The way I look at it is that we have 3 options. We can wait for the government to do something about it. We can wait for the economy to fix itself, or we can do what every past generation has done before us. Take matters into our own hands, come together as one, and be the change that we want to see in the world. This exists. This is just getting started. This is going to be big. This is Generation Young.
All right, guys. So again, if you're just getting on here, thank you so much for being on this call. It is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter to all of you guys. And you know, with along the lines of that first video, it was a very short video, but in just those 2 minutes, you know, before I had seen anything like that, I had no idea about all of those different huge problems that they were talking about, and it really opened my eyes. You know, as a 20-year-old guy, I try to be aware about the economy and politics and the student loan debt and all of those different things, but it wasn't until I saw it laid out. I'm a visual learner, and so when I was first presented with this video, you know, I thought it was kind of vague. You know, I didn't really know exactly what it was, but it made sense to me. I saw, you know, different things happening all across the world. You know, there are people struggling financially. There are people that are having to, you know, pay off student loans when they're 35 and 40 years old. There are people that are strapped in debt, and it's bad. And there's a lot of people, and they just don't know exactly, you know, what to do about it. And so I can kind of imagine how you guys that are new to this are feeling right now. You know, you don't really, you now know what GenYoung is, but you don't know exactly, you know, what we do. And here's the cool thing, guys. It's not about, you know, what we can do. It's what we can duplicate. And so I could go on and on and on about, you know, what we do and how we're partnered and all these different things. But the cool thing about this and GenYoung is as simple as 1, 2, 3. And I know that sounds cheesy, but I'm going to explain by saying you guys just watched the first video. There's a second video, and there's a third video. So steps 1, 2, and 3. You guys just finished step 1, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with step 2, which is another video that we're going to go ahead and get started with here.
So I know what you're thinking. After watching that first video, you're thinking, number 1, that guy might have a point. There are some problems in this world. There are some things that need change, and it really is up to us to, as Gandhi said, be the change that we want to see in this world. But number 2, you're probably a little bit skeptical. You're probably thinking it may sound too good to be true. How is it really possible? And if there really were a solution to all these problems, why hadn't we ever figured them out before? And my answer to that question will be this. If everything in this world that seemed too good to be true were too good to be true, when did we ever have a true opportunity? Think about it this way. Everything that we currently take for granted at one point was labeled too good to be true. Like the fact that you can walk into a room, hit a plastic switch, and the whole room illuminates. Or the fact that you can take a sheet of metal, bend it, and fly it over the ocean. At one point, these were labeled too good to be true. But fortunately, Edison and the Wright brothers didn't think so. And in 1903, the Wright brothers completely revolutionized flight, and now we fly in planes and utilize electricity all the time. You see, in this world, I believe the only constant that we have is change, right? And in this world today, change is happening faster than ever. Just look at technology or your cell phone, for example. 15 years ago, it looked like a brick. Now you can do anything you want on that cell phone. And the only thing that hasn't changed is the plan we're given on how to make money until now. By deciding to partner with GenYoung, you'll be joining us on our mission to ignite a new era of global entrepreneurship, resulting in joy, financial abundance, and well-being through the service of others. And the two main avenues we do this through are number one, health, and number two, wealth. With this mission in mind, we as GenYoung set out to create a strategic partnership with a company whose products and business model allow us to fulfill our unique mission. And after comparing numerous companies all around the world, there was one that stood out above the rest. Wendy Lewis and Randy Ray launched Jeunesse Global strategically at 9/9/09 at 9:09 p.m. The reason they chose this time was because the number 9 stands for longevity. You see, Jeunesse is Wendy and Randy's legacy company. They were already financially free before creating Jeunesse and therefore didn't launch the company with the sole intention of making a profit, but also for making an impact in the lives of people all around the world, both physically and financially. Since the company was launched, they have won multiple awards. In 2014, Wendy Lewis and Jeunesse won multiple Stevies at the American Business Awards, which are known as the Oscars of Business, including Company of the Year, and Wendy Lewis won Most Influential Woman of the Year. However, these awards are just a reflection of the passion that lies in the heart of Jeunesse. Jeunesse believes in prevention rather than cure. According to the American Cancer Society, 1 out of every 2 males and 1 out of every 3 females will get cancer at some point in their life. Rather than neglecting your body, getting sick, and then taking a pill to eliminate the symptoms, Jeunesse believes in fueling your body with proper nutrition in order to do your best to prevent the disease from occurring in the first place. And with this philosophy in mind, the Youth Enhancement System was born. The Youth Enhancement System, or YES for short, was carefully developed by some of the most highly renowned doctors in the world in order to combine a variety of powerful benefits for the body into a synergistic system of both nutritional supplements and skincare you won't find anywhere else. The Youth Enhancement System is designed to keep you feeling good and looking young from the outside in and from the inside out, and consists of multiple components. The first component is made to defend the body with a strong antioxidant blend called Reserve that combines a host of superfruits and antioxidants to defend cells from environmental damage. The second component is made to rejuvenate your skin through our Luminesce line, which was developed by world-renowned cosmetic surgeons and offers exclusive, patent-pending stem cell technology that supports your natural ability to restore and rejuvenate skin with incredible results. The third component is made to enhance your body using our AM and PM essentials, which contain potent vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that enhance healthy cellular function and delay premature aging. The fourth component is made to diminish blemishes using a revolutionary product called Instantly Ageless, which is a powerful anti-wrinkle microcream that works quickly and effectively to diminish the visible signs of aging. Users have seen dramatic results in minutes. The fifth component is made to restore your body using Finity. Nobel Prize-winning research shows that shortened telomeres, the protective end caps on our DNA, are the fundamental cause of aging. Finity contains a powerful patented supplement shown to lengthen and restore short telomeres in humans. The sixth component in our system is made to balance your metabolism through a Zen Body line, which is a targeted holistic approach to weight management. By curbing cravings, burning fat, and building muscle, Zen Body opens the path to health and restores the body's natural mechanisms. The final component is made to energize the body through an all-natural energy supplement called Nevo. As GenYoung, we believe in utilizing and promoting the entire Youth Enhancement System in order to fulfill our mission of bringing service to the masses through a natural and organic approach to health. So now that you've seen our plan to bring service to the world from a health perspective, how about through a wealth perspective? For the first time ever, by simply switching your buying habits and partnering with Jeunesse, you have the opportunity to start an online business with a proven system for success and that operates in well over 130 countries all across the world. How is this possible, you may ask? Well, Jeunesse works like every other company in the world, except for the way that we spend our advertising dollars. Rather than following the herd and spending millions of dollars on traditional advertising, Jeunesse took a little bit of a different approach. Think about it. Why'd you ever get on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media? It wasn't from a billboard ad or a TV commercial, but rather from a friend referring it to you. Well, Jeunesse works the exact same way, but they can actually pay you for going out there and promoting their products. The best way to comprehend this business model is to compare it to franchising. Imagine you own a McDonald's. How do you get paid?
Well, you have your own building. People come in, and the more product that they buy, the more money that you make. GenS works the exact same way, but rather than owning a physical building, you get a website. Your first name, your last name, .genesglobal.com. And you get paid when people go to your website and purchase products. The more product they buy, the more money that you make. Now imagine you own a McDonald's, and it's open 24 hours a day, but you want to make more money. What do? You find some other business partners and you help them open up their own McDonald's. You teach them what you know and do your best to help them become successful. So now you own 5 or 10 other restaurants. And you don't only get paid when people buy food from McDonald's that you personally work at, but when people buy food from the other restaurants as well. See, the same thing is possible here with GenS. If you teach 5 or 10 people how to successfully introduce the youth enhancement system to others, and they decide to open up their own websites, you no longer will only get paid by creating product sales through your personal website, but now you get paid a team commission when anyone purchases product through any of the other websites within your organization. What we love most about this business model is that it plays no favorites. It allows anyone to hit the reset button on their life financially, regardless of your socioeconomic background, educational levels, or any other limiting beliefs holding you back from reaching your goals. So, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds good and all, but how is it going to solve some of the serious issues going on in this world? And the plan is simple. People all over the world today are trying to look and feel better physically as well as do better financially. And for the first time in history, by utilizing technology, GenS Global has found a way to solve both of these issues. Remember what Albert Einstein said. We can't solve today's problems with the same thinking we used to create them. Is this different? Yes. Is it good that it's different? Yes. Remember, if you want something that you've never got, you're going to have to do something that you've never done. And if we can get enough people to buy into this simple concept of investing in their own health and investing in their own wealth, turning a liability into an asset, we can change this economy and we can change this world. Once again, our mission statement is to ignite a new era of global entrepreneurship, resulting in joy, financial abundance, and well-being through the service of others. And the 2 main avenues we choose to do this through are number 1, health, and number 2, wealth. And by partnering with GenS Global, we have been able to change thousands of lives of people all across the world in ways you couldn't even imagine. But remember, people lie and numbers don't. And the best way to look into the future is to look into the past. In 2015, GenS Global became the fastest company in the history of this industry to hit $1 billion in annual sales. So what we've done has been amazing. What's even more exciting is what's to come. If what you just saw made sense, be sure and watch the next video where you will learn how you can potentially become the next leader of this movement in your area. Bye for now.
All right, guys, I'm still here. Thank you for staying on and watching that video. So now you guys have a little bit of a better idea about you know, what GenYoung is and kind of what we do. And so I'm going to go ahead and kind of share my quick story and how I was presented with this opportunity. You know, I'm 20 years old. I was born and raised in Medford, Oregon. If you haven't heard of it, I'm not surprised. If you have, you're probably from there. It's one of those places. And I was born and raised there. I lived there my entire life. And growing up, you know, I was that kid that tried to do everything. You know, I was playing every sport I could get my hands on. You know, my mom got me into piano. Didn't like it at first, but now I'm very glad that, you know, I had that opportunity. And so I was a sports guy. You know, my dream as a kid was to play a D1 sport in college and then, you know, maybe go professional, but the first step was always D1. And, you know, I was actually on track to be able to do that. And when I was 16, I was approached with an opportunity to get into the entertainment industry of modeling and acting. You know, when I first heard about this, I was a sport guy. I've played like 7 different sports, and so to hear about modeling, I was like, no, thank you. So I went home, and you know, I remembered that, you know, every door is open. It's just a matter of checking out the room. You know, that's my philosophy. And so I was like, you know what, screw it. Like, I'll give it a shot. You know, why not? And so I ended up going to a competition in New York. No expectations. Didn't even know what to expect at all. I got to New York as a 16-year-old kid who had been playing sports all of his life. I ended up winning the competition, which is crazy. And I was, I was all flustered. I didn't know what to do, and so now I had a decision to make. I was either going to keep pursuing my childhood dream of playing a D1 sport in college, which was tangible, or I could spend 4 years of college, focusing on the entertainment industry and, moving to a different city and really focusing on honing in on that craft so I could build a career for 4 years. And, I was very torn between these two things because one was a childhood dream and one was a new opportunity that had just been presented. And so when I was 17, I was still going through this, and I actually got into a nearly fatal car accident, and that same weekend I had to pull out of a golf tournament. That same weekend I booked one of the biggest modeling jobs I've had in my career, which was modeling the World Cup jerseys for Nike up in Portland. That's where the headquarters is, and that was kind of my sign. I felt like God was really like, you know what, Daniel, you've done this, this, and this, but I think this is a new path for you to go on. And so I finished up, the two sports I focused on in high school were soccer and golf, and then I did soccer, golf, and track senior year. I enjoyed those immensely. Finished that, and then I moved to California. I go to Santa Monica College. I'm majoring in French. I have never, ever had time for a job. With all of the sports I was playing, plus homework, plus working out and training and all these different things, I just couldn't, drive somewhere, sit somewhere, and, basically not waste my time, but waste my time, working for someone else at a job that I probably wouldn't even like because I just didn't have enough time in the day. And, I was fortunate enough to be with parents who are incredibly supportive of me. They've been able to give me, everything I need and a lot of the things that I want. And so I wasn't really required to have a job, but in the back of my head, I always wanted to figure out a way to give back to them because they've given me so much. And, I just had no idea how to do that because how am I supposed to give back if I don't even have a job? And I was feeling really stuck. I remember I was driving to my grandparents' house, which is actually where I am right now. That's kind of ironic. And, I was just thinking about everything, and I was just feeling stuck and confused, and, should I keep pursuing this entertainment career? I changed everything for this, and then I got a text from my buddy Corey, and he told me to watch a video very similar to the first one that you guys saw. And I saw this video. After the first minute and a half or minute, I stopped the video. I called Corey. I said, I don't know what this is, but I'm going to do it. I saw a culture. I saw a group of people making a difference. I didn't want to be in the category of people think young and dumb, young and broke, young and reckless. I didn't want to be known being in that type of category. And so after I learned about everything, I just realized how incredible of an opportunity this was. And since this has fallen into my lap about 6 or 7 months ago, I've been able to travel. I've been able to make some extra money. I've been able to learn more about residual income. I've gained an incredible amount of skills. Some of the most incredible people that I've ever met in my entire life are in my life now because of this business. And a lot of you may still be kind of confused as far as like what we do. And what we do is really we provide hope, faith, and a plan in the form of financial options, as well as being able to provide that along with a health aspect. And what really stood out to me when I heard about this is I don't know if you guys saw in the video mouth advertisement. I don't remember the last time I slammed on my brakes to write down a number on a billboard. And then YouTube, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, skip the ad, right? So rather, Janess figured out that traditional advertising doesn't work. It just doesn't, right? And so, why are you on this webinar? Because someone told you about it. I bought this shirt because someone said, go check out H&M, they have great shirts. I'm wearing a shirt. But here's the thing is that you use word of mouth advertisement every single day. So rather than Janess investing billions of dollars into advertising that doesn't work, they figured, why don't we just pay our distributors and our people for doing what they do every day? If I'm wearing a Nike shirt, I'm promoting Nike. Am I getting paid by Nike? No. Am I making Nike money? Yes. Is that unfair? Yeah. But that's just life, and people glazed over it, thinking there's no way I can do that. There's a stigma where you either are a great person and you can't make a lot of money, or you make a lot of money and you're not a good person. And I wanted to figure out a way where I could be a great person and learn how to make a lot of money. And so, this opportunity really fell into my lap, and it's very simple. Is it easy? No. But is it simple? 100%. And before we kind of transition here, for those of you that don't know a lot about network marketing, I didn't either. The industry has been around for 110 years. There's tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of different companies, but here's what really stood out to me about this one. First of all, the first company to hit $1 billion took them 21 years. Guys, Jeunesse has been around for 6 years, and in the year 2014 to 2015, we did $1.2 billion in sales, and we're already 92% up from the sales of last year since January 1st, which blows my mind. It's an $167 billion industry, right? That's a lot of money. And so for me, it was the right place, the right time, with the right people. And kind of transitioning into the right people. I could keep talking about this, and you guys could, be wondering about how can I take advantage of this opportunity. And to be honest with you guys, I could be on here all night, but I'd rather, kick it over to one of my closest friends right now. Actually, I met him in this business, but we grew up in the same city, which is crazy. We went to middle school together. I kind of knew who he was. This business brought us together, and it's crazy how similar we think. This opportunity has provided him, some crazy things. He's only 18 years old. He was working 40 hours a week, and by partnering with GenYoung and Jeunesse part-time, he now 5, 6, 7 months later, he doesn't work that job anymore because this provides a substantial amount of income, for him. So he's in that job, but it is hard. He worked very, very, very hard, and he deserves it. And he has one of the biggest hearts that I know. He's always looking to help people and make sure that he's investing back into his team. He's incredibly generous. He's one of the most knowledgeable people I know, and we have a lot of fun. We were in Orlando together. We went snowboarding in Utah together. We were just in Vegas together. We're going to Michigan, and we're going to Orlando together. And so I'm really excited to connect you guys with one of my very, very, very close friends, Mr. Peter Unger. Did you make it on the call, brother?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome, guys. Well, thank you, Daniel, for that introduction. I'm definitely not, as great as Daniel talks about. All I was shown was the same opportunity that you guys were shown, just showing it a little bit longer ago. And so that's really the only thing that separates anyone in what we do, from the newest person to the person who has created financial freedom in their life through this opportunity. What it really, really comes down to is just time and effort, and that's really the only dividing factor. And so, real quickly, guys, for me, I was shown this opportunity as a senior going into my final year of high school, and the reason that I'm involved today is because I was, in a situation, in a car accident that actually placed me in a place where I wouldn't be able to play sports anymore, which is what I was super passionate about. And so, I'm not sure what you guys are going through, but I would definitely say that, every blessing ignored is a curse. And like Steve Jobs says, you can only connect the dots looking back. And so for me, looking back now in the last year and what's gone on in my life from, this opportunity as a result of what happened to me, it's absolutely changed my life. And, I heard about this the same way as you are now. I was shown the plan, and really for me, I was skeptical. But it was that line that Luke said in the video: if you think every opportunity is too good to be true, you'll never find a true opportunity. That really changed, my perspective and really helped me to open my mind. And so no matter where you're at tonight, I really encourage you to have an open mind, to check this out, to do your research, to form your own opinion, and find out if this is a good fit for you. Because I know for us, GenYoung and Jeunesse has been an incredible fit. And so really, to dive into things, I was showing this, and 8 months later, I no longer have a job. Like Daniel said, I'm able to travel to help other people make money and get healthier, and it's been simple. And as an 18-year-old, I don't say that to impress anyone, just to impress upon you. If I'm 18 with no previous business experience, there must be a solid plan if we're able to easily generate success through consistency and hard work. And so us as GenYoung, what is our mission statement? It's really, like said in the videos, to ignite a new era of entrepreneurship, resulting in joy, financial abundance, through the well-being and service of others. And so that's really what we're here to do. And how we've done that is by forming a corporate partnership with a $1 billion health and wellness anti-aging company, Jeunesse Global, which is actually the fastest company, like Daniel said, to hit $1 billion in the history of this industry, one of the fastest in the history of our world. For me, those numbers really spoke. They spoke massive volume, and it really made a lot of sense to me to get involved with something that I truly believed from what I had seen was a ground floor opportunity. And so the reason why we partnered up with this company to start this movement is a couple issues, that we saw that really were affecting our world. Number one being health. As talked about in the videos, 1 out of every 2 males is getting cancer, 1 out of every 3 females. It's a major problem. And the second would be wealth, because 3% of the population controls 97% of the money due to the difference between vertical and linear income. The majority of the population really, they go to a job, they work all day, they come home and they get paid for the time that they're spent doing that. We have a way to, do something once and get paid residually for the rest of our lives, for doing that. Instead of, working for your money, making your money work for you. And so the issues that we really, want to solve when it comes to wealth is the distribution, and issues such as, college students, for example. For us as young people, this is a huge problem. The fact that, 53.6% of kids a year out of college are either unemployed or underemployed. The value of a degree has gone down. I don't think it's, something to argue about at all. And with student loan debt being at $1.3 trillion, it's now the highest debt. It's exceeded credit card debt, and it's the only unforgivable debt, meaning that if you die, it goes to your kids. So those are some stats that really woke me up when I saw that, a degree is incredible. It's not going to guarantee you a job. It's not going to guarantee you financial freedom. But what we have here with GenYoung is we have a vehicle, and it's a vehicle for success. It may or may not be the vehicle for you, but what I do encourage you to do is just to check it out and figure that out. Because for me, I knew where I wanted to go, but I didn't know how I was going to get there. And that's where this came into play, and that's where this changed everything for me. And so, I truly believe that, to be successful, you have to be able to identify trends before they happen. And one of the key reasons why this is working so well, why this has changed everything, is because we're utilizing technology, and that's what this generation does. And with our world rapidly changing, we've moved from this industrial age where there was a 40-40-40 plan implemented, where our grandparents could work, 40 hours a week for 40 years of their life to retire on 40% of their income, and it actually made sense. But for us, moving into this technology age, things have changed, and the average person as an employee is not really gonna, guarantee themselves any type of financial security through the plan that we've been shown to make money, which has never changed until now. And so with technology changing, with our world evolving, things like Uber, being the #1 taxi service and not owning a single taxi, Airbnb being the #1 accommodation service and not actually owning any real estate, Facebook producing the most media and not actually making any content. And so, it really comes down to 20 years ago, you put 10 men on an island to fish for a community at work, but it's like someone brought in a net, and now it takes 2 men to catch just as many fish as it did 10 originally, and 8 people out of a job. And that's really the world we're living in. And so the way we look at it, with all of these changes going on in society, within our economy, within our world, from health to wealth, like Alex said in the first video, we really look and see that there's 3 options. Number 1, you can pray for the government to do something about these issues. Number 2, we can wait for the economy to fix itself. Or number 3, we can do what every generation before us has done and take matters into our own hands. And that's truly what we've done here with GenYoung Global. In the past 8 months that we've been able to partner up with them. And like Daniel said, it's just a simple concept of word-of-mouth advertisement. And so with that being said, guys, to really close this out, to really finish things off, I would like to pass this over to one of my good friends, my mentor, a guy named Christian Jukes, who actually is about to turn 22 out in North Carolina. This guy is a full-time college student, with 18 credited hours. Used to be playing, 2 full-time sports while going to school. And really what he was showing a couple of years ago was a plan for success. He was showing the same vehicle that we're being shown, and he took advantage of it. And with a busy schedule, he was able to, create financial freedom for himself. What's so incredible about that is, 2 issues that people always find in what we do is either, time or money. When it comes down to time, this is a business that really can fit into the cracks of your life. And I think Christian's story, Christian's perspective, and really just the past he has in this industry is proof that that is so very true. So with that being said, to close this off, to wrap things up on this incredible opportunity we have on this webinar tonight, Christian Jukes, are you on here?
I am, brother. Can you hear me?
Ken, take it away.
Perfect. Thank you, Peter. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is doing phenomenal tonight, and I'm excited to get connected with you. I know we ran a little bit long, getting started at 7:30 Pacific time, 10:30 Eastern time, and showed those awesome videos for you. So I'll be very, very short, sweet, to the point. So, if you're on here, feel free to just stay on for the next 3 to 4 minutes, and we'll wrap this thing up. But, Daniel, thank you so much for setting this thing up. Such a phenomenal leader. Here in the next 25, actually not even that, here in the next like 6 to 8 days, you're going to be crushing a bonus, getting $1,000 bonus, on the side of the compensation plan through Jeunesse right now. Such a phenomenal bonus they have. And then Peter, man, here in the next about, 15 to 20 days, you'll be crashing a 6K bonus. So, super proud of you guys and everything you've done, not just the money you're able to make, but the lives you're able to impact. But, like Peter said, my name's Christian Jukes. I'm 21 years old, and all I want to do here for tonight with you guys is really break this down in simple terms. What are we doing? We're creating a partnership with a $1.1 billion company called Jeunesse Global. And what Jeunesse Global does is they manufacture and distribute products. And these products are holistic approaches and basically healthy alternatives to products that are already on the marketplace. Things like healthy alternatives to energy drinks. Things like brand new stem cell research, Lumen S line, which is our skincare line. Products like AM and PM supplements. Products like Reserve, which is such a phenomenal product. I just had one just now, filled with an antioxidant blend which reduces free radical cells, which causes type 2 diabetes and cancer. Products, simply that are going out like the Zen line, which is our holistic weight loss, weight gain, weight maintain line. For myself, I've lost 23 pounds, 3% body fat index in the past 75 days following this exact plan, from diet, exercise, to obviously supplementation. Those are the 3 keys to really weight loss and getting the body and physique that you want. So, guys, all we're doing is this. We create a partnership. And what they've done is they've created these products called the Youth Enhancement System. And by you going and placing an order tonight for these products, you're going to get your own free marketing website and 5-star app that fully tracks your business. That's it. You just launch your own business, open it up in over 130 different countries. And so now what you have access to is the entire compensation plan. How Jeunesse rewards you is for the amount of product sales in your organization, not just who you tell, but the ripple effect that it continues to create. So when I got started in Jeunesse a little over 8 months ago, I told 20 of my friends about the business. 10 of them decided to just be customers. And some of you guys on here tonight, the business model may not be yet for you or in general at all for you, but you may see some value in some of the products that we are using every single day. So the person who got you on here, get connected with them, and you can consume the product at a discounted rate as a preferred customer, 10 to 20% off. But if you were kind of like me, you're looking to build a business, maybe make a part-time income or potentially make a full-time income. And so for me, what I decided to do, I told 20 of my friends, 10 wanted to be customers, 10 wanted to build a business. From those 20 people, it's now expanded to close to 700 active monthly orders coming in over 25 states and 11 different countries. And so that's why I'm blessed enough to go to school full-time at the University of North Carolina, Asheville, studying international business and marketing with a concentration on entrepreneurship. So I'm a full-time student, right now, but I'm also building this business and building this residual income and this asset part-time to the point where this is the only income I need right now. So, really, guys, what this is able to do is just absolutely phenomenal. Honestly, it's truly been life-changing for myself, not just the money you're able to make, not just the results and the products that I've seen, the relationships I've been able to build. I went from never leaving Asheville, North Carolina, to now traveling. I mean, I've traveled close to 9,000 miles in the past 2 weeks alone. I went from, really honestly never public speaking, and really I got a C- in public speaking my junior year, to now speaking on stage with over 5,000 people, with someone who was awarded CEO of the Year in 2014 at the American Business Awards. And really, it's just been a phenomenal experience. I've met some of my best friends in the entire world from this business, and the knowledge and the skill set I'm able to create that it takes to build this business, I'm able to apply it in anything else. So, truly it's been, almost more valuable than even a degree for myself, just because of the work I've put into it. So, guys, tonight you guys have an option to team up and to partner up with the fastest growing company in the history of this industry. And this industry is the second highest producer of millionaires other than professional athletics. For you women out there, 82% of all women who made a 6-figure income last year did it through this industry. So, you're sitting at the right place at the right time with the right people. So if you're not the next LeBron James, Tiger Woods, Kobe Bryant, but you do have a desire to create wealth, to make an impact on people's lives, to see results on a phenomenal product line, to tap into a positive, like-minded community, and to own your own business, this is the place to do it. You can team up with people your age regardless. We have people crushing the business at 17, 18, 19, 20 years old. We have people crushing the business at 50, 60, 70 years old as well, guys. So we have a product line that's absolutely for everybody. If you have not seen the 2-minute instantly ageless video and you're on this right now, go simply to YouTube after this and type in instantly ageless and watch this. It's actually a 90-second video. The product that we have won product of the year last year. It's a serum. It's instantly ageless, and it comes in a little, sachet. And what it is a cream that goes actually on your face everywhere, but most women and men use it around their eyes or so. And it literally is liquid Botox is what they're calling it. It literally is dissolving wrinkles 10, 15 years in less than 60 to 120 seconds. So, having a product like that is so awesome to work with. Having the corporate team that we have here in Jeunesse is so awesome to work with. And having the passion. Really when you got to look at this thing, you can look at the people, look at the passion, look at the products, look at the pay plan, and it's kind of a no-doubter. And so for me, this is how I looked at it. I stopped buying Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, Gatorade, Powerade, Sweet Tea, Dr. Pepper, Coke, pre-workout, post-workout. Girl stopped buying Starbucks, stopped overspending at Sephora, Ulta. I can go on and on and on. Transfer those dollars for 30 days into the products we have. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so there's no risk. By you now transferring those dollars into those products, you now just launch your own business. And now we get to share those products and share this phenomenal opportunity with your friends, with your family, and with your loved ones. So, that's all I have for you guys. Understand this, at the end of the day, ask yourself 3 questions. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? And if not this, then what? I'll say that again. If not you, then who? If not now, then when? And if not this, then what? If not you, then who? If this is not the right opportunity for you, or this isn't the right product line for you, get back with the person who got you on here and just simply maybe refer them to some people that that would look for this. Because right now, this world is honestly filled, really with fear, doubt, and hesitation. And what we have in Jeunesse is faith, hope, and a plan. The second question is, if not now, then when? So if you're not going to start taking your health seriously, or you're not going to start taking your wealth seriously, your financial future, then when are you? And the last question, if not this, then what? So if this isn't your plan B, your plan Z, it doesn't matter, your plan A. If this isn't what you're going to do, what are you going to do? Because right now the economy isn't quite the best, and simply with the way you look at everything, most family incomes are now looking for second, third, and fourth sources of income, and this is a great way to part-time make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for your time, your attention. We appreciate all of you. Feel free to get connected back with the person who got you on here. If you were excited like me, I would get your product ordered, your website set up. We can launch your business, get you plugged into the system, and get you rolling. If you continue to have some questions, question it logically, but ask those questions. Every question you have has an answer, so just feel free to reach out. And if this is not for you, no hard feelings. I truly hope you do find what you're passionate about, how you can make an impact, and how you can go out and truly live. Because right now, most people aren't just living, they're surviving. So that's all I have for you guys. Thanks again for your time here tonight, and bye for now. Peace.